Hi, I'm your host Oraldo for It's Tejano Talk, and Nemo's not here. And our scheduled guest, El Gallo Dez, he unfortunately he had a funeral to go to in California, and he's on the plane right now to California. And Nemo has a rosary today, so he can't make it. But I've got a guest. He's not new to our show, but he's one of my favorite guests, and so let me introduce you to Lawrence. I cue music.
Where's the music, bro?
Oh, wait a
there's,
second.
there's no cheers. Now you made
There,
me
there it
feel
goes. There.
bad. Thank you, thank you,
Well, thank you, Lawrence, for being here and substituting. Well, being a guest. You're
being a guest.
not substituting for Nemo. You're always and we've got a lot to talk about because there's a lot of things that I've noticed about uh, Imagen Studio, DJ NDO, Kuvo Radio that's going on. And
Cuvo Radio.
didn't I say Cuvo?
You said Cuvo. You always say
Kuvo.
Cuvo, bro.
Gosh,
You're
I
like killing my.
suck. I
You're
suck. I'm
killing my.
sorry.
You're killing my Cuvo.
All right, that's my shtick. Screw up my Spanish, okay? That's how I go, okay? See, it's all an act. I really know how to speak Spanish.
No,
I'm
I
very
know you
fluent.
better than that. It's the real deal, bro.
All right, yes. Okay. All right. So let me talk about. You've got a new show. It's
Yeah.
called Talk to Me, right?
Talk to me. D to
And
M.
and you've got a co-host there, and it's
Mhm.
Patricia Vargas, and she
Yeah,
goes by the Barbie chick.
that Barbie chick.
That Barbie chick.
Mhm.
So what got you to do another show? And she's from Houston, right?
Yeah, she's from Houston. I had talked to her and we really got together in Las Vegas. She has her own show that she produces there in Las Vegas called Show Off Promotions, and
Okay.
she she was having problems with her production. And so I was like, "Nah, girl, don't do that here. I got some space." And really, what I was running into was I was I was booked a lot, bro.
You are. I
Uh,
keep telling you to say no to a lot of things. You're finally starting to listen, barely, but
well,
every time you say no, you say yes to three other things. You
well,
need, you need
there
to
you
stop
go.
that. Yes.
But no, I was just people were asking, "Hey, can I be on your show?" And I was like, "Yeah, definitely, of course." I never say no to anybody, but they were like, "Well, can I be on next week?" And I'm like, "Dude, the next
I'm already
opening I have,
booked.
like right now, my next opening is late November."
Yes. Yeah, I've been telling people I'm booked until like December, but
Mhm.
some people drop out and because life happens. So yeah,
Yeah. So that's why I started Thursday to give more people the opportunity. I had for a while there I was doing Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it was really taxing because keeping up with everything. But I have Hilda helping me with Mondays, and so she's able to kind of
is
keep
she,
it keep it
is,
up.
is she starting to learn how to host it herself,
Well,
like being a producer and all that?
she's not quite there yet. She's still working on getting. She wants to. I want her to be from. She does her show using our platform, and so once she's confident with her show, then she'll come on to our show and do it all herself. The same thing goes with Patricia. Once they get comfortable doing their show, her show, then she can come on and do our platform. It's just that I want them to be sure that they're confident. I don't want to sit there, do it now. It's not gonna
Like you
work.
do to me off camera, I
Hey,
said,
all
but
right, just do it this way, buddy. Look, you can
yes,
do this. All right, I have faith in you, bro. Just
no, 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 no. You give me too much credit. Like
no,
that.
but I mean, it's one of those things, and so just giving people a more avenue. But you know what? It's like a freeway. You build it, and people are going to use it, and then it's just going to get right back to traffic jam. And I've already got my September calendar out, and September's completely full, and November is almost full for my second show, and it is full for Cubo Tejano podcast.
Something you're doing different is that you're putting the artists that you're up and coming artists, 2 3 weeks in advance. Like I already know that you have Isabel Marie coming this Thursday.
Yeah, and it's also for me as well because I double booked a couple of artists before.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so I mean, I keep it in my calendar, and I made the mistake of I have three calendars, one for one podcast, one for the other podcast, and a personal calendar. And I was like, this is not going to work, you know. So I've consolidated the two podcasts as one calendar, and
Right.
then I have my personal calendar because I am a veteran. I am a disabled veteran, so I have a lot of you know this. I have a lot of
Yes.
doctor's office visits and stuff like
Right.
that, and I do a lot of physical therapy and stuff like that. So I got to keep those, you know, those schedules up to date. And with a VA, you can't miss an appointment because they drop you out of the system. And it takes
Yes, and it starts all over again.
yeah,
My dad has to do that too.
yeah.
So
So you know how important it is to maintain those appointments and make sure that you don't miss them. And
right.
so that's why I went ahead and did that. So I didn't see any. Uh, I just saw it as a benefit to go ahead and put out who else going to be on the show, so that way they could also have that additional publicity out there. They can share it themselves, and then also it gives people kind of an insight. You know, it's like, hey, I don't want to miss this show because I know I want to see what this person has to say. And you know, my show, although it's not scripted, it kind of follows a little. You know, it follows a plan. Maybe I don't know if
Yes.
it does, but I mean, I just try to give them a platform for the artist to share, and um, that's really what I try to do, you know. And it's one of those things. We talked about this show last night and that I was going to be here, so hopefully some of those
Yes.
people come out here. And
Well, thank you for the plug. Whoops, I forgot.
Bobby, Mart, how you doing? Alfredo,
Are they on there? Okay, I
yeah,
can,
Ford, Janie, TDK.
I haven't seen it yet. Oh wow, there are a lot of people on there.
Thank you so
But
much. I just
yes,
wanted some shout outs real quick.
I am still blocked from Facebook from posting and all the Facebook.
Wah, wah. Oh, hold on.
Wait, I got rid of my sound machine because it screwed up. Hopefully, everybody out there can hear. I've got a new mic, okay, new headsets. I've got a condenser. I think that's what we call it, right? It's a condenser.
No, no,
What do we
it's an
call it?
audio interface.
Audio interface. Okay, cost me a nice penny. All right, because I went a little above extra that I was
Yes, you
wanting
did.
to spend. Yes, and so, but I had to get rid of my sound machine, so now I only can use it off my platform.
Hot keys, brother. Hot keys.
Hotkeys, and I haven't memorized. I need to have a cheat sheet, put like a little post-it up right
We,
here,
we
so I can
had
do
this
that.
conversation. We had this
I know, I know, I know, I know.
shift, shift, control
Yes, I don't know.
one, shift, control one,
It's shift control.
one.
Shift control one. Let's see. Is that it?
What? Shift,
No.
control two.
There you go. Things down before the show so I can get them.
TDK puts down Indio and Ricky Martin. She
Ricky Martin.
bangs, she bangs. You know what she do? She lose, she moves.
Okay, I don't know if I've said it before on the show, but
You used to.
back in college, they used to confuse me with Ricky Martin.
They didn't. No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
No, they
Okay, but you don't believe me, but that's okay.
No, it's okay.
Time changes people. Okay.
No, they don't.
Yeah. I was
Just
much better. I'm good looking now, but I was much better looking back in the day.
It's nice to see that you're so non-conceited.
Not at all. All right. Hey, we are getting close to the Tejano Music Awards.
Yeah,
Right?
the Tejano Music Awards. The
Yeah.
public voting just opened up today, I believe. You know, so well, not today,
I
but
think it was industry.
the,
Right.
well, the industry voted. No, the industry vote started a couple of weeks ago. I think it's over now. Now it's
Okay.
the public voted, and that's available right now. So
And I
vote for your favorite artist right now.
yes.
Yes, that means you, the people, can vote for your favorite artist. It's
All
time
right.
to do it now.
And I think the last day for them to vote is the 17th of September.
I
It's on
believe
a
so.
Sunday.
Yeah,
Well,
and it's midnight, by the way. That means
okay.
midnight, not
Tejano
one.
time.
Yeah, Central Time, not one just
All right.
Tejano time. That's cool.
Tejano time. Tejano
Not
time.
1 second over. So you have to
Yes.
get it in by midnight, and they won't count it. And I know for a fact that they won't count it. And they
Okay.
and so make sure that you submit it now. There are submissions for those people. The industry vote is still available for the music video. Okay, you can still submit your music video for consideration for music video of the year. However, be mindful that you have to submit your USB or submit the YouTube link for that. You don't you have to submit it in and make sure that they get it in within the time frame. You cannot submit it in later. It has to be submitted in. Okay,
That's
do
a nice
not
commercial.
confuse that. Well, it's because of the fact that people have approached me and said, "Hey, well, how come my music video?" Well, it's not me.
Right.
I don't, I know because I've been approached, I've been
Right.
asked, and I have asked a question and I want to share the information. I don't believe any of my music videos that I've done so far are qualified because I've done most of them this year, but it doesn't
Okay.
matter to me. I did it for the love of it, and I don't need an award to tell me that it was good or not because it was
Right.
voted number one. I believe every one of them that I've done so far have reached number one at one time or another, and as long as the person who I did it for was happy with it, that's all that really matters to me. I appreciate the accolade. I appreciate the people that said it was good, but I didn't need anything other than the acceptance of the people that I did it for.
Okay. And for those people who have music videos they want to submit, that ends on September 12th. It's on a Tuesday. So
Correct.
now, you don't- I guess you could submit yours if you wanted to, but I think it's
Yes.
probably up to the artist to probably submit it. Most
Yeah,
likely.
anyone. I believe anyone within the industry has to submit it, and it has to follow with the rules. Be sure that you read the rules, although they may seem intimidating. They're really very. The fact it is that they've oversimplified it, and um, there's nothing misleading.
Okay.
There's a and if or, and it's simply that and if or. You don't have to do all three. You can do
Right.
one of the two or
Yeah,
both. It's
I,
that way.
I remember when Bino was on the show, we were asking, how does Elias from the Homeboys get new up and coming artist, lead singer or something like that? And because Elias, I've known Elias from back in the '90s,
Mhm.
and then Bino says, well, he's considered new with that group because they don't have more than 3 albums out. And I said, "Oh, I never knew that you could be
There's
up and
certain,
coming for." There's certain
yeah,
criteria for all the categories.
yeah, and see, like, okay, a good example would be Die Marie with with Mike Gonzalez.
Right, iconics.
Mike and the Iconics. They just released their album, but
Hmm.
that's their first.
Right,
So she's a new artist. She's considered a new artist because she's with them as a new singer, as the
right,
singer, not as Di Marie, the independent artist, but she's just the artist with Mike and the Iconics.
right.
Hence,
And Mike's the iconics is a new group, even though Mike just
there you go.
renamed it.
Now you're going. There
Gotcha.
you go. And
Yeah.
so that's how it goes. And so it's really really cool. Hey Rick, how you doing, buddy?
Okay. Well, we'll get to what. Do you want to give us some shout outs right now?
I just did. I just did, bro.
Well, we'll get to the chat in a little bit,
Yeah, I
and
just
we try to do it near the end.
Well,
Okay.
I was just hang. I just saw it and it popped in my head, man. I just, you know how it is, man.
Okay.
I
Now,
gotta say, I gotta stay with my peeps, bro. Hey,
okay,
just kidding.
gotcha. Hey, these are all your peeps. Most of the chats that I see are I see on your show
don't
interacting and stuff
don't
like that.
listen to me. Don't listen to me.
Now, I saw. Man, sorry that my camera's shaking because I attached it to my desk, so I got to
Actually,
stop the.
don't apologize. He's saying that because I'm the one that told him to put it on his desk. He's just reminding me that I'm
It's
the
your
one.
fault, earthquake. Okay,
Well,
okay.
it's just to me, it looks better, guys. Tell us in the comments. Does it look better now than it did before? Before he was like this the whole time, and
Oh,
now I'm
but
like, no, no.
no,
Now you can
no.
look.
Okay, I got a new computer also by Lawrence's recommendation. So I don't have 3 monitors; I have 2 monitors. And so now, does it look better if I look like this right here, or does it look better over here? Number one, number two, number three. Which one looks better? I don't know.
You don't
It's
know.
hard. It's hard for me to get used to this and figure out where my eyes should be. Like, I like. Okay. Oh, Texas Latino. Awesome.
30th anniversary, baby.
All right. Now,
Represent.
you said that I think you were going to shoot their music video, or they
Oh
asked
no,
you
no, no.
to.
I've done some video work for them,
Oh, for them.
just so that way they have content. They still haven't. Well, in all honesty, Sevi, uh, we have been in talks with some of the videos that he wants, and he hasn't fully decided all of what he wants.
Okay.
I've shot some live footage there. I know he's going to be in Dallas here pretty soon. I think
Okay.
he's going to be there in a couple of weeks. There in Dallas, he'll be there. He'll be performing there, so I may see you, buddy. I may be up in
Okay.
your area
Well,
and go up
give
there
me
and
a
shoot
call.
and shoot some more footage of them performing. And I think we're just trying to collect some footage so that way we have a complete package.
Yeah.
Um, some of the places that we've gone, the footage isn't complete because of the fact that the shooting environment that we're in. Because people take it when
Like
people
some people
design.
want to kick you off the stage.
Well, yeah, like some people want to kick me off the stage. We ain't saying no names or pointing any
All right.
fingers there, Johnny.
All right.
But
Inside story. Go ahead. All right.
but but no, I mean, when people design their clubs and their places, they don't really take in consideration kind of visuals.
Right.
They say, well, the band needs to be on a 5 foot stage, or no, we need a 3.5 foot stage, and they just look at more aesthetics, or like if we have a big stage, we won't have enough room for. If we put them on a small stage, then we have more room for tables, and I don't know how they make their decisions for their stages. So sometimes they're not very well placed
Right.
for video. So sometimes I have to overcompensate for it. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep shooting, and then we'll get the best of the best, and we'll pull all of those together, and we'll make something really awesome out of it. So
Right.
there is no timeline for me right now. I don't feel the pressure to get more footage, but Sevi calls me and he's like, "Hey Lawrence, I'm going to be here, and
Here's some great footage you could get.
yeah, and
And
I'll go and shoot, and stuff like that." So it
yeah.
really just depends. But right now he hasn't told me let's do this and let's do that. And so far everything that I've shot, I give it to him and let him go ahead and decide. But he's so busy.
Yeah.
He's always
Sounds like
working.
somebody
So
else I know.
I know, right?
I know. Who
Who
could
is
it
that
be?
guy? Who
I don't
could
know.
that guy be? I don't know.
So, I've been okay. I've been booking artists on the show and stuff, and I've been trying to get a hold of Isabel Marie for a long time. What was that hard for you to get? I mean,
No.
okay, so you said last month, it's, oh, you know what? I think I want Isabel Marie on there. So call her up and say, hey, I want to book you for a so and so day. Okay, I'm cool. That's it. That's all it took.
Well, she was in California, so I just saw a thing on Facebook, and I was like, "Hey, you want to be on the show? I just saw your thing in California. Let's talk about it."
Okay. Doesn't work for that way for me. I need you to book my show. Okay.
No, I tried to. You were like, "Oh wow, I'm not ready for artists."
No. Well, okay. You said before the show, Lawrence would
I,
say, hey, do you want to have so and so on the show? I said, no, we've already got that guy booked for like next month. So
I know, I
yeah, I
know.
said no. I said, "Hey, today I specifically prepped to have you, Lawrence, because there's a lot going on in your life."
Nah, it's
And so,
cool. You're right. I have her contact, and I've had it for a long time, and I've chatted back and forth, and I just reached out, and it worked out, and that's what it was, and it was just fine, and we were able to.
maybe that's my problem. I'm going through Facebook because I figure that's the easiest way, and they're always on it. But no, it
It
doesn't work.
can be, but I don't know. I see Facebook as a necessary evil. My feelings toward Facebook,
Yes.
and it's challenging sometimes because they wanna copyright strike me, and I'm like. I'm a radio station. I have all of my licenses,
Right.
and I can send you copies of all of my licenses, like for
They
every
don't
freaking
care.
country in the world. Don't you
They
see
don't
what it
care.
is? I have every right to do what I'm doing, and I'm talking to the freaking people that put this crap out there in the first place. So,
Yeah.
but they pretty much come down on the hammer, and so I'm always looking for new avenues in order to get the information distributed, or at least make it easier for the people on Facebook
Hmm.
to link and get the content, and not necessarily be tied into Facebook to a muted stream. That's my biggest fear, is for people to log in and it's a
It's
muted
muted.
stream.
Now, do you ever have issues with YouTube like that?
No,
They never blocked any of mine.
no,
Well, I
no.
take that back. Well, you do it live, so they probably not quick enough to. I can't lean on my desk because it'll shake the camera. But yeah, when I do, it's Tejano time. When I did the first 50, every once in a while I would get blocked because I think it was Los Palomino videos. They blocked me a few times, and sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And I think Emilio representative has blocked me a few times, so I have to edit that one out. But later on, I put it in, and it passes. So
I think where you're getting mistaken with the copyright issue is how it's evolved, and I'll explain copyright for you and for everybody else. That's
yeah,
people don't understand the whole entirety of what copyright is. Um, Copyright has evolved in social media here in the past few years exponentially.
hmm,
5 years ago, there really wasn't any adherence of copyright whatsoever until both Facebook and YouTube got sued by artists because of copyright.
right,
Now, the artists were led to this road of misnomer because the record companies needed a scapegoat. And I'll tell you how this all ties in. It sounds a little convoluted and a little crazy, but it really is the honest truth. ASCAP and BMI are licenses, but they're mechanical licenses. ASCAP and BMI pays the writers and the companies royalties. It does not pay the artist. The artists get their royalties from,
unless they wrote the song, they
unless they
get
wrote
paid.
it. Yeah, only
Right, like
like I said,
Shelley.
writers and the companies are the two entities that get the royalties. If
Hmm.
you're a singer, if you're a band member, you don't get anything.
Right,
Okay. If you're a writer, or if you're the company
the
that put
record
it out,
label and stuff like
that
that.
put it out, then you get something. Okay. People that earn money from a song for singing it and playing it and everything else, those get their money
Up front.
from Soundstripe, which is the ISRC code, which comes from digital distribution. That digital distribution is like the official recording system is Soundstripe. Those are the ones that count YouTube and Spotify and Tidal and all these, Soundstream and all of them. That every time that music plays, that's where the artist is going to get his money.
His two pennies.
Yeah, he'll 0.07 cents if
Right.
you're going with Spotify. By the way, I use Tidal, and I encourage you to use Tidal. I'm not I don't get any money for endorsing Tidal, but Tidal pays more than Spotify. Spotify pays
Okay.
the least amount of everybody, and
But
that's
they're the
that's a
biggest
fact.
platform, and that's
They're the
why
they're
they
the
can get
largest
away with it.
platform. That's why they pay the least. They can
Right.
afford to pay the least because they're the largest platform. They don't. They're trying to make the most money, and that's why they pay the least.
Right.
And a Title, they pay the most out of any platform. But you have Title is no different from Spotify whatsoever, and their plans are exactly comparable. So you're not losing anything. It's just Title. You won't be cool and have Spotify, but they have playable lists. They have everything exactly the same. There's no difference.
Right.
They get the music at the same time. So it's just one of those things. But the that's the that's the misnomer, the misunderstanding about copyright license. Well, when Facebook and YouTube got sued, well,
Right.
that's when the hammer came down. And they said, you
So
know what? Nobody gets to play anything. So they started copyrighting everything under the sun because they did well. I mean, they're in the business to make money, not to lose money, and so
right.
they're not going to let anybody take their money away. So they clamp down the business. But then they were like, well, what can we do? Because people are leaving in droves, and they're like, well, forget this. If I can't do this, then forget it. We're going to go someplace else.
Are you
That's
talking about creators are leaving in droves, or is it the
no,
art?
people in general were leaving in droves because they wanted. Remember, we're in the midst of the pandemic. We're at the beginning of the pandemic, and people
Okay.
needed something. And who was making it? The DJs and everybody else that was streaming music. Where were they streaming it? Either they were
Facebook and
streaming it
YouTube.
on Facebook or they were streaming it on
YouTube.
Twitch, on
Oh yeah.
Twitter, on Mixcloud, and they were Twitch
TikTok.
and TikTok. They were streaming it on all of these other platforms, and they were like, well, "How come they're doing it?" Well, it's because they understood that as long as they were falling within these certain parameters, then they weren't liable
Right. I
for
think.
to be sued. And those parameters are simple. The first, if you are playing somebody else's music, I see this all the time on Facebook, especially when I sit there and go, I do not own the rights.
Right.
That
That
does not
doesn't.
prevent you from being sued for
Right.
copyright infringement. That does not prevent you from being muted for copyright infringement.
Right. I remember back in the '90s when I was dealing with EMI and them. I would tell them, is it okay? I got permission from them to play their music videos on the show and stuff like that because I went to their studios, picked them up, and copied them and just gave them back to them. But when I was doing the show at the nightclubs, I would tell the artist, okay, I'm going to be out front, I'm going to record an intro, and then I'm going to record you a little bit on stage. And they said, oh, that's fine, just no more than 30 seconds. Was that the rule? Is it you can use music up until 30 seconds?
No, no, that's their preference. But to be
Okay.
honest with you, that's another misnomer. Anything that you shoot, anything that you shoot with your equipment belongs to you.
Right. Okay. Well, if it's alive. I mean, if they're performing public, that
They're
belongs.
performing in public, then they have already gotten paid their public performance fee. It belongs to you.
Okay. So when I go to, fanfare or Vegas or something like that, I record them that I can use and I
That
could
is
put that
that
on Facebook. I could put
that
that on YouTube.
belongs to you. That belongs to you. You cannot sell it
Right.
because that does not belong to you.
Right.
But the
But I can
content
put it
belongs to
out.
you. Yes, the content belongs to you. Yes.
Okay. So on my YouTube video, it says that the revenue from this show goes to the not to the creator, but to the artists or
Well,
to the
it
record
goes
label.
it goes according and it goes in accordance to what it is that the license that it's triggering. So
Okay.
if you are okay, like your show, like your old show, when you play snippets of your old show, the videos that you have, you can play the videos that you have, and you may have a copyright a link that says,
Right.
hey, this is underneath the copyright. We are not muting your video. We are
Okay.
not doing any action. However, it is not monetized. What
Right. It
that
won't be
means,
monetized.
you cannot monetize this. What that means is you cannot make money from this video, but
Right.
it is going to make money, just not to you because
Yeah.
it doesn't belong to you.
Right. To the artist, the
The
group, or
artist
the
and
record label.
whoever is entitled to that money will make that money.
Right.
You cannot. But
Now.
that doesn't prevent you from playing the video because you have permission to have it because it
Right.
does belong to you.
Right.
But
Now.
the
Go ahead.
person who does get the video, who does get the rights to that video, will get that money. But you cannot sell anything. So if you are such a provider, or not a provider, but if you are an influencer or a YouTube personality that gets a residual check from YouTube, you will not get paid for showing that YouTube video. The
Right.
person who owns it will.
Right. Okay. Now, for a while, I thought YouTube could get away with that because YouTube has a YouTube music streaming platform. So I
They
was
do.
thinking, right. So are they covered because of that?
No, see what happened was that they're operating under the same parameters, and they did make a deal, but
Right.
it's not YouTube. You forget where YouTube is. YouTube falls under the umbrella of Google.
Right.
Google made the deal.
Okay. So
Google
YouTube
made
can't, is not in trouble. It would be
no
Google because it's in the umbrella company.
Google made the deal with ASCAP, BMI, C6, SOCOR, and everything else. So everything now that's on underneath the Google umbrella is now
YouTube.
free. Yes,
Okay.
which is includes YouTube, YouTube Music, YouTube TV, and everything else is
Right.
free from that copyright infringement. And so is Facebook, but the Facebook algorithm is there as an extra protection.
Okay. So does that include the creators that go on YouTube?
There are creators right now that have written music, that have written their music, distributed their own music, and will play their own music video and will get a copyright strike for their own music
Hmm.
under Facebook. But
Under,
they can,
but
yes,
YouTube, they would be okay.
and YouTube they won't get any. They may not. They probably won't. But
Okay.
I wouldn't surprise me because the algorithm, the way it's written, it's to protect the company. But
Okay.
that's not that's not that's not something that it's just the way the algorithm is written.
Okay.
But
Because
it's
the
but it's
Nemo,
not. Go ahead.
go ahead. I was going to say Nemo has been wanting me to put music or clips on this show, and I said I can't
You can.
because, well, I can now that you're telling me, but before I said no. If the music's going to go on It's Tejano Time show, and here the interviews will go on Tejano Talk. So that's
Well,
I wanted to separate those two. So
yeah. Well, if you're going to separate them because of the show, then that's cool. But if you're going to worry about the copyright strike, the strike that you're going to get is going to be the one that says you cannot monetize this channel.
right,
That's what's going to say. It's going to say you cannot monetize this stream. In other words, you cannot sell it. You won't make any money from YouTube by selling it. There are
right,
other ways to make money from
right.
that stream as being
Like
like
a sponsor.
a
Like I
sponsor
get a
or
sponsor.
Patreon or something like
Like
that.
Cubo Radio could sponsor Tejano Talk.
Like
And
Cuvo Radio.
Cubo Radio, exactly.
Right,
And
right,
so I
yeah.
would get a little payment from you all, and then so
Right,
on. Right,
right. But you cannot sell that content yourself because it doesn't belong to you. It belongs to somebody else.
right.
Does that make sense
Except
now?
except for this show right now. This belongs to me because I'm creating it.
Correct, correct,
Right.
correct.
Okay. Well, that's cool. It's nice to know. And what Lawrence has got like 3 or 4 degrees, 5? I don't
I
know.
have four.
You got 4. Okay, I was close. All right. So you're a good uh, source for information.
Last night I felt like I didn't have anything. Last night I thought I hadn't even graduated fifth grade.
Oh, because you did a misspelling.
Okay,
Because you
I was horrible last night.
you could spell a girl's name. It's Arlie, right?
It's Arle. Arle.
Arlie, and it's
It's
Arely.
Arely. Yeah, I misspelled it so bad, and by
You
the end of
messed
the
up.
night, I was saying it like I was an Irishman. Arle, let me tell you,
Okay.
girl.
And if you didn't see the show, you need to show Imagen Studio on YouTube, and on
Yeah.
Facebook, it's on NDO, right?
Yeah, it's under my yeah Cuvo Radio Indio, and I have a
Okay.
project that I've been working on with Buddy. For those of y'all that don't know, and
Yes.
we're gonna launch another little project. Hopefully,
We're
it'll
not
come
going
to
to talk about it right now, though, right?
yeah, but I mean,
Okay.
it's we're working on something, and hopefully it'll come to fruition. You know, we've been, bouncing it around, but if it does come to fruition, and hopefully we'll be able to share it with y'all, and
Yes.
hopefully expand on some of
Hey,
the
you know
wishes that
what?
we want, and fill some gaps that are needed to be filled.
Maybe I will be your guest on your show when we announce it.
No, it won't. No,
No, I
I
won't
don't.
be a guest on your show.
No.
Okay, fine. Well, you know what? I was a guest on someone else's show
I'm just
recently.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just
Okay, but
kidding.
wait. You know what? Let's talk about Tejano TV.
Tejano
Uh,
TV.
yeah,
They're good guys, man. It's cool
they
that
are.
they're doing what they're doing. It's
I,
interesting because they took my idea. They were like, "Oh, we're the only one." Now, actually, I've been on
oh,
on YouTube TV. I mean, on Roku TV for quite some time now.
yeah. I mean, plus you're not the only one because there's Tejano Tidbits was on it, and
Hmm.
Tejano
Totally Tejano.
36, totally
Totally Tejano.
Tejano, and Tejano 360's on it also. So, they're not reinventing the wheel, you
No,
know. And so, and like I say, more Tejano, more better.
why
But
not?
what?
Why not?
Why not?
Hmm.
Okay, now I noticed a former guest of mine is now going to be doing a show on Tejano TV. Have you heard? Because I think Juan Mendoza and them were telling me that they're looking for someone to do a video show, sort of like It's Tejano Time was, or did, or is going to whenever I feel like doing it again, uh, like that. I want to find someone else who will do it because
Will
I
you
really don't
grow
want
the
to do it.
long hair? Then you can
No,
challenge me with my long hair.
no, 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 no. My hair is gone. Even if I could grow it, I wouldn't like that. I just don't like having. I like having my shaved head, and but Vicky B is going to be doing their show. I saw Vicky B. Okay,
Vicky
from
B.
well, I had Vicky B and Izzy on the show, and matter of fact, I'm going to talk about Izzy in a little bit.
They were from Tejano 360, right?
No,
No,
that
no,
they were Valevision TV. Yeah.
Valevision, yeah,
And
Valevision.
remember, I was telling you that Bobby, the video interview that you shot with Bobby,
Yeah.
is on Valevision TV,
I
and
know.
that's
I saw
on
that. I was
Roku.
like, wait a minute, how did that happen? Because I didn't shoot it for them.
Right.
I didn't shoot it for Valevision. And then all of a sudden I see it on there and I'm like,
Yeah. I think I told you it was on there
yes, you
because
did.
they were going to be on my show, so I looked at a bunch of it and I go, wait a second, that looks familiar. And so Vicky B is going to do something. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I got the name of it. It's a
Alfredo, thank you very much. You're right, bro.
it,
I just had to make a comment. Sorry.
okay. You're reading these. I'm not reading it. It's called Cantamos. Uh,
Cantamos. Cantamos.
Canta. What did I say? Cantamos?
Cantamos. Yeah. So
That's
the
not
accent's
right.
always on the first vowel.
That is a way to say it. Cantamos. Like we're
Cantamos.
no. I know you're not a fluent speaker in Spanish, but cantamos means we're gonna sing. Cantamos. No, I think I'm right in that aspect. Okay,
What do you guys think?
you're
Who's
making
right,
fun of
me
me.
or who's right, me or
Is it
your buddy?
cantamanos or is it cantamos? It's cantamos. I know it is because I've heard that phrase before. But it's going to be with Vicky B, and from my understanding, it's going to be a video show. Uh,
Well, then they have stolen my idea because I already have a variety show. It's called, and I've already talked about it too on my show.
well, I don't
Should have
know.
been a bigger hit.
Okay, what
Tejano
is it?
Spotlight should have been a bigger hit.
Oh, so it was called Time Spotlight
It not was
or is?
is Tejano Spotlight should have been a bigger hit.
Oh, is this the?
Is the secondary line the secondary line is the tagline secondary tagline it should have been a bigger hits where I revisit songs that should have been a bigger hit that did not hit
Oh,
everywhere, but they are great songs, revisited songs that have been released that are great songs that never really got traction in all areas. Songs
okay,
that really made it big on in some areas that didn't make it big in other areas. Songs
okay.
like Estoy enamorado de ti, or there's a lot of
Wasn't that a Texas Latino?
Texas Latino song that did really well in
They
West
have a video
Texas.
on that.
Yes, they did. It did really well, exceptionally well in West Texas, but didn't do
Okay,
so well in South.
okay. Now, I thought that was the show you were going to say with Joanna Ray, but what was the show that you started with Joanna Ray?
It's called the Hitmaker Show,
The
where we
Hit
talk to
Makers.
the hit
Okay,
makers because we talk to people who made the hits,
right.
producers, singers, songwriters, and stuff like that. People that wrote music and what inspired them to write music, and what it was that you know. Uh, uh,
Don't look
uh,
at the chat. Look at me.
they just said something that's
Don't look
really
at the
funny.
chat. Look at me.
You're right.
Come on. Be a good guest. Be a good guest. You're not supposed to produce a show. I'm the producer. Okay.
No, it's just that there's songs out there that I believe never really got an opportunity for people to fall in love with. There's a lot of beautiful songs that got put out that didn't get enough airplay.
Okay. Yeah.
That should have gotten more airplay. That were really beautiful songs that just didn't get any traction because people didn't get a chance to listen to them.
Okay. I have a new concept for It's Tejano Time, but
Mhm.
I'm not going to share it here because, Tejano TV might want to take it, so I'm
They
not gonna.
will. They'll
I
take
no
you.
no
You
no
hear
no
those
no.
Tejano TV guys? You stealing from me? I'm
No, no,
just
no,
kidding.
no, 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 no. They just make me lose viewers. I'm not just joking, just joking. I'm just joking. Just joking. I never said that. I'm gonna. Wait, 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 wait. It's wait, wait. What was that? Okay. I want to do that record scratch. I don't know how to do that. Do you have that sound?
I don't think
The record
so.
scratch, like rewind. Okay. Okay. There it goes. Now that's okay.
No, I don't
I'll,
have it.
I had it in my other one, rats. I need to get that back or figure it out the way. But so I interviewed. I saw. Okay, ever since I had Vicky B and Izzy on the show. They said I wouldn't friend them on Facebook, so I did. So I follow them, and then I think it was today that Vicky B was saying that she's going to be on Tejano TV. And when I was on their show, uh, Marcus, he said that I knew the person they were talking about. I was trying to think who it was. And I thought about Izzy, but I never thought it was going to be Vicky B.
But I thought Vicky B was more like a. She wasn't necessarily an entertainment host. Her
Well,
show
she's
was more like.
changing. I guess she's changing.
Yeah.
You
What was
can't
the platform of her show? Her. It doesn't matter. I mean, whatever. I wish her well.
It
You know.
was more like news, or she would do
Yeah.
interviews of people and stuff like that. But
Yeah. Well.
Izzy did the music video deal.
Mhm.
I think it's Pura Calidad. I think it was the name of hers.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was Izzy's show. So I
Mhm.
guess Izzy's still working with Television TV. But I noticed that Monica Saldivar had a new music video.
Yeah.
And it was produced with Bobby, by
Well,
Bobby
no.
Pulido.
No. Bobby Pulido produced the song.
Okay, produced the song, not the
Yeah.
video.
The
Okay.
video was done by Ryan Basan.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, speak of the devil, Izzy is on that music video.
Oh, she is
Yes, she's the I guess the
the love
love interest
interest.
of the boyfriend, like that. So, and I said, "Oh wow, I didn't notice that until I
Because
saw it."
she's from Dallas.
Yes, no, well, actually, I think Izzy lives in Fort Worth,
Yeah,
like that.
she's
But Monica is from
Grapevine.
Garland.
Garland.
Yeah, I think so. All right,
Oh, I
and
thought she was from Grapevine. Is she Grapevine?
now Grapevine's north. That's like it's like the mid cities, but north. It's like
I used to live in Arlington, bro.
oh, okay, that's right. Well, it's north of DFW,
I
like
know where
that.
it is.
Okay, well, you got him confused.
No, I didn't.
Started with a G.
I just
Okay, or whatever. All right, we know each other too well for the show. Okay, now, okay, somebody I saw. I like to read Title Nation, and I said, oh my god,
Your official news
your
for
number one
your
source for
source for
Tejano
news.
News.
There you
Yes.
go.
Okay. And I saw 5 beautiful girls on there. And I was going, I got to read this. And who's La Phoenix?
Las Phoenix.
Oh, Las Phoenix. Isn't that what I said?
You said La. Las
Las
Phoenix
Phoenix.
is like
5 sisters.
yeah,
So, oh
five
my
sisters.
God.
Yeah, they've been playing for quite some time. Actually, they started playing really early, really young. They're more of a norteño-ish kind of band. You know, they
They got a
skirt the
little,
edges. Yeah,
yeah, I was
they're
going to
real
say, it
pretty.
sounds a little
Yeah,
Tejano. Yeah, they're sisters. I was going, oh my God.
yeah, they're all sisters. I think all of them but one are married. I want to say,
Yeah. I have never
um,
heard of them until just this past week.
dude, are you serious?
Yes. And then I watched their YouTube video and I go, wow, they sound good. And they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Have you ever had them on your show? Have you ever interviewed them?
No, I don't play their music.
Oh, because it's Norteño? Is it, you put it in the Norteño category?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I hear sounds of Tejano in some of the videos I saw.
Some of them, yeah, some of them are, but I've not, I've not
You haven't put them
really.
to that category yet.
No,
Okay.
they've not. They've kind of skirted the outskirts, and
Tejano
uh,
Light? Is that how you're going to say it? Tejano Light? I still don't
no, you
understand
know
what
what?
Tejano
I
Light
think
is.
I think they once phrased themselves as rock tejano. I mean, rock norteño is what they call themselves, or
Okay. Where
something
are they
like
from?
that. Oof, I think they're here from Texas. I don't know. I don't want to lie to you and tell
I
you
want
what
to say
where they're from.
Houston, but I don't know.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't have. I know. I know they started out really early. I think the first time that I even saw them, they were doing La Cobra with Fito Olivares, and that was way back then. So and he was playing the saxophone with them. So that's a
They
long
look
time
like
ago.
they're in their, I mean, probably early 30s or late 20s.
Oh
Is that about
yeah,
right?
yeah. They've been around for a while. Yeah.
So they started as like teenagers as a group.
Oh yeah, even earlier. The little girl, the youngest one, she joined a group when she was like 6, 7 years old. She was like super young. She's a
Wow.
full grown woman now. So
Well,
yeah,
they're all beautiful. I just go, my mouth just dropped. I go, what? These girls are Tejano? I'm like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, I enjoyed watching the music video and listening to some of their music.
yeah. They kind of reminded me of Chicas de Canela. They were a group that I really adored. Chicas de Canela. They were
I don't know. Remember, I've
several.
been out of it for 20 years. I just came back these
Yeah,
past 2 years.
no. Y'all guys remember Chicas de Canela? I think two of them were originally from La Conquista, I believe. How about La Conquista? You ever remember them? La Chica Conquista.
Me? No,
Yeah, El
I don't know.
Chiflado. I mean, no soy gorda, no soy flaca,
I'm a
no soy
90s Tejano
alta,
guy.
no soy chaparra. Dude, man,
No, no.
you don't
Okay.
know. You don't know. You
All
don't
right.
know. I'm
Oh,
gonna have to.
no.
I'm gonna have to heal your soul.
Hey, did you go to the Tejano Super Jam in Pearland, Texas?
I was not able to go. I was not able to go.
Well,
Super sick that
I
day.
read that they had a little over 4,000 people at that event. And I was going, are you serious? I mean, well, I don't know. Back in the 90s, remember the poster back here like that I have?
Mm.
We'd have, we threw it every year. I mean, this one, I think this is the eighth annual. And obviously, the first couple, we didn't make we didn't have a big draw, but this one had like 10 to 15,000 people at it.
Yeah,
Like a, and when I saw it was four, and well, who was on that one? It was uh,
it was
Michael
David,
Salgado,
Michael,
Jay,
Jay.
Dale
Yeah,
G,
yeah,
Ram, Stephanie, Lucky Joe, Madison Polito. And I read there's going to be a Super Jams 2
yeah.
in
Version two.
version 2 in November 11th. Now, that is kind of late for an outdoor concert.
It's Houston, bro.
No, well, it's North Houston. Well, no, is it South Houston or North Houston?
It's. I mean, still, it's the area. It's gonna be hot.
No, it's going to rain though, probably November, because it's coastal. But I think it's covered too. Portion of it is covered. But
Yeah,
I guess they're announcing it's a reunion with Bobby Pulido
and the dad,
and the dad
Roberto Polido,
with Little Joe and La Fiebre.
La
I,
Fiebre,
La Fiebre. I can't pronounce it.
Fiebre.
Fiebre. There we
Close
go.
enough.
Close enough.
Close
Like
enough.
that. Now, I I back in the day I didn't listen to La Fiebre for
What
wait.
borracho de besos,
Well, I won't
borracho de
recognize any of their
ti.
songs, okay? But when I saw them live last year in Vegas, hey, did you know I was in Vegas last year?
I was standing next to you
Oh
for
yeah,
it.
that's right, you were. Okay, they were awesome. No, wait. I saw them at Fanfare, not this past year, but the year before.
It was the year before. It
Right.
wasn't this year. Last year they were there
Yes.
last year.
Yes.
Don't you remember they gave me because when I would hang around with them, I would have this thing at the time. I was always collecting the song charts, the song list,
Okay.
because a lot of the artists they would put their song lists on the stage and they would give me the song lists, and that was kind of my thing. I would keep the song lists, and I have song lists
Oh.
from Shelly, from Jay, from DLG, from La Fiebre, from
Oh
Selena.
wow.
I had those song lists, and that's how he recognized me, and that's why he gave me his song list. And so,
Oh
and
cool.
people are like, they try to snatch it out of my hand, and I was like, "Do you know what it is?" And then they go, "Oh, it's just some writing." And I was like, "Why did you take it if you don't even know what it is?"
Because it's not yours.
and they go and I go, it's because they know who I am. It's a song list. That's what I do. They know who I am. Unlike you, they don't know who you are. Give me a break.
Okay, well, I didn't know who they were either.
No, they
But
didn't know who they. By the
I know.
way,
I'm
I
not
told
saying
you this
not
story.
everybody
I
knows them.
told you this story that I was there when Sunny Sauceda and Art Tijerina when they first became uh, Grupo Vida, and I was
Okay.
there at the Cadillac Bar in the VIP room, and they did their very first performance.
Oh,
You
I
know,
didn't know. I don't think you ever told
yeah,
me that.
I told you that story. Yeah,
I
I
don't
was I
remember.
was backstage. They did a special performance for about 25 of us. It was the first time that they ever performed as the Grupo Vida.
Okay. After Eddie. Because they were a Grupo Vida before Art was on there.
No,
Okay.
they weren't.
Yes, they were. Because it was Eddie Gonzalez and Grupo Vida.
No, no. When they left, they called themselves as I mean when
It's
they
all
left.
blurry. It's all
Yeah.
blurry. Come on.
Here, let me try. I'm gonna try to focus here.
That's good. I see Art and I see Sunny.
Yeah, but when they left as Grupo Vida by themselves,
Okay. But
that's their very
Grupo,
as
right,
just as Grupo Vida by themselves with
right,
Art
without
Tejano.
Eddie. Yes. But they were Grupo Vida
Yeah, but I
before
mean, I'm
Art.
saying as themselves. Yeah,
Yeah, as themselves. Okay.
that's their very first performance they'd ever done.
Okay.
I came across a picture. I was like, hey, that's cool. I'm gonna show Buddy.
Oh, wow. Okay. I don't remember you telling me that story, but okay. So they're Tejano Super Jam is going to try it again. All right.
Maybe
And
they'll
then
get more. If you're in
yes.
Houston area, go and support our buddy Mr. Lopez because he's cool. Hey, have you seen this one? Did I show you
What's
this
it?
one?
Okay. You know what? I don't know if I've said this before, but I used to have a camera back in the 90s too. All right.
Uh-huh.
And I took pictures a lot of artists. And I probably have, okay, maybe I shouldn't brag about this. Okay, but I'm going to say it.
Go ahead.
I have probably one of the largest personal female Tejano artist butt collections. Because
That's
every time
interesting.
I took a picture, they would spin it. I'd get a picture of their butt. I was going, dang. So I said, after like 6 months of this, I said, I'm going to embrace this. I'm just going to take pictures of their butts. And when I tried to do take a picture of that, they turn around and I got a nice picture of them. So it
Yeah,
worked for
that's
me.
that was I've known. I mean, I had the pleasure of knowing Selena, and
Okay.
that was some of the pictures she wanted me to take. You know, and she was really into the leather at that time. And that was after that horrible. You know, she was finally coming into her own. You know, kind of using more of the darker colors
Yeah.
because for a while there she was using these odd, you know, like cow prints. She did this whole
Yes,
year
I
with
remember
cow
that.
prints. You remember that? You know.
Yeah,
But anyway,
I didn't know Selena back about her back then when she was in the cow print, but I do remember. I do have a lot of pictures of her performing with that purple jumpsuit that she had,
yeah.
and so she wore that a lot because every time she performed at Tejano Rodeo and other places in DFW for that year, she wore that same outfit, and she wore it to the TMA
Yeah.
that year,
But no,
to
that's
her last TMA that she
yeah,
went to.
that's some of the ones I have other pictures. I was just going through them. I was like, holy crap! I had pictures of like, oh, D.
Oh,
With
D.
I have pictures of D, and I
With his
didn't
little
share
mop
that.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just gonna embarrass the shit out of him if he ever comes on the show. I'm like, D, do you remember
Okay.
this little
All right.
baby?
Well, it's almost 8 o'clock. I know Nemo's not here, but I still got to put my daughter to bed. But let's go to the chat and let's finish it up. And Mart says, no Nemo tonight? Yes, no Nemo because he's a. I know Mart is probably upset that I didn't call him to be a guest. That's a substitute for him, but you were on last week, Mark. Yeah, you can't want to be in two shows like that. But you know what? Mart is a very good resource because I looked at his Facebook. There's a lot of Tejano going on in September in DFW. I
Well,
didn't realize.
it's close to Mexican
Dieciséis.
independence in DC
Yes.
17. Steve Alvarez, how you doing? Guitar player.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
he's the main guy right there.
But I didn't realize how many events were going on in DFW. like that. But not that I'm going to any because this weekend I'm going to be out of town. My parents' 60th anniversaries. We're celebrating it this weekend.
Happy
And
anniversary, parents. Sorry,
well,
mom, that
it's
buddy only comes to see you once a month.
no. Okay, I do. You're right. But they actually their anniversary is in October. But my sister, my brother, and I, we're starting a scholarship endowment at Texas A&M under their name.
Oh,
So
cool.
it'll be perpetual. So, and they're going to meet the first recipient of that endowment this weekend.
That's quite admirable, man.
Yes,
That's admirable, and then
yes,
sharing, and what we should always take part in is helping each other level up, and
right.
hopefully it's just to help a student of any without any. That's that's how some of the discourse that we have is they control education.
Right.
First thing
Yeah.
is you control the food, and then you control the education.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
The it has to the one of the criteria is they have to be a kid of a military family.
That's
Okay,
cool.
because my dad did 22 years in the Navy, and all three of us, my brother, my sister, and I, we all graduated from Texas A&M, and
Yeah.
so we want to honor them for this will be perpetual. It'll this is an endowment that goes on forever and ever and ever, and so
Mhm.
well they'll always give a scholarship under their name every year.
That'll
So
be awesome.
yes, and I'm glad that my sister actually thought about this, and I said, "Oh, this is perfect," because they all believe in education. My dad never got a college degree. My mom didn't get her college degree until after we all graduated, and then she got a bachelor's and a master's.
My
I think,
my my dad dropped out in the fifth grade, no sixth grade, and my mom dropped out in the eighth grade,
and you have 4 degrees.
and I have four college degrees. Yeah,
Okay, are they all bachelors or any of them masters or?
I am actually 8 hours away from my master's degree in computer science.
Oh wow, I would love to have a master's in computer science. But I got to stick with my one master that allows me to teach at a college level. So, all right. Sorry. Let's see. Bobby, thanks. Applause. Oh, maybe he's telling me to put the applause on. I'm not sure. Uh, Alfredo, hey, buddy, you have Lawrence on the show to to show you the ropes. Yes, I know he's a master podcaster.
No, I'm not. I'm
I'm
just a
not worthy. I'm not worthy.
nah,
I'm not
nah, no, don't
worthy.
even do.
Okay.
Ford, how are you
Okay.
doing, brother?
Luis, it says, hello, DJ Indio, Lawrence, the
The
new
new
host.
host.
No, 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 no. We're gonna have Nemo back, okay? He's at a rosary right now, so he wasn't able to come. But
Yeah, and you guys are welcome to come over to my show and
yes.
check it
Oh,
out.
all these people are fans of yours too. I
I
mean,
hope so. Y'all
yes.
guys, I appreciate you
I
guys.
mean,
If you are, if you're
we
not,
blend
please, you're
our
welcome.
fans together.
Yeah, if you're welcome. If you're not, come on over to the show. You're welcome to come
Okay.
by. Hopefully, I'm not as boring as I am here.
You're not boring. Hey, I use this platform as educational for me mostly. Okay. All right. Hey, Janie. Hello from Conroe.
Hey,
T.
Janie, how are you?
Okay. Ricky Martin. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thanks. I voted today. Good.
Thank you, Janie, for taking part. By the way, everybody, I encourage all of y'all to vote. And that's
Yes.
one of the things that we need to do is just to help each other and help our artists, our favorite artists. Go out there and vote, and make your vote count. And that's not just for seeing it. So that way you can have your artists out there and let your artists know that you support them, and every little thing, every little bit helps, and like I said before, you don't need the accolades sometimes, but you can appreciate them.
Okay. I don't understand this. Is he calling me Ricky Skaggs?
Yeah, that
I'm
you
not
don't
Ricky
look like
Martin.
Ricky
Martin.
Martin,
Ricky
and maybe
Skaggs.
Ricky
Okay.
Skaggs, because
Thanks.
you can't sing the Spanish, maybe.
All right. Living la vida loca. Okay.
You didn't
All
even
right.
say that right. There's my boy Rick,
I think you
Rick
said it.
Valderrama. By the way,
Okay.
Rick has his new
Saludos.
album out, and it's got he's fixing to release a mariachi song, and dude,
Oh
it's
wow.
up there, bro. I've heard it, and it's killer. It is
I
a
don't know
killer
if Rick
song.
knows this, but Rick, you're gonna be. Lawrence said he's gonna got. He said he would get you on our show in a couple weeks. I think it's in October. So,
Yeah.
Rick, I'm looking forward to interviewing you when you're on. Okay,
By the
but
way, by the way, Rick and I have a project going
oh
on.
yes,
It's gonna be in Hollywood.
ooh, all right. Can you can you say anything more about that? Is
It's
it's a movie project?
it involves movies and stuff.
Is Rick gonna be like a star on it?
Rick has always been my friend. He's always helping me, and so yes, Rick is heavily involved. But that's as much as I'm going to say. But yeah,
Okay.
be on the lookout because I am. Hey, and by the way, I do want to mention one thing. For those of y'all that are watching and everything else, I have mentioned this on my show, and I want to bring up some awareness. I am finishing up the documentary miniseries that I've been working on the Tejano legends,
Mm,
and there's more work to be done, and I'll probably launch a Patreon to help cover some of the costs because some of I've run into some added costs that are a little exponential.
I, I was gonna
Uh,
say maybe you could sell it to Netflix.
I would love for that to happen because these stories need to be told. They're from the originators of Tejano music, the originators of the Chicano movement. These singers, and they are wonderful stories. These and the things that these guys have done, and the stories that they share, and the enlightenment that I've gotten from them. It's just truly amazing. And I don't want to sell it, to be honest with you. I want to
Okay.
give it away. I want people should have this for free, this knowledge, and should share it. And that's what I want to do. I want to share it, and I want to be able to give it to the community as a gift. Um, but the only way I can do that is to help cover these costs. And so
Okay.
hopefully I can find some people that want to be a part of it and help out. But
I was
anyway,
just,
I'll give out more information sooner or later.
you know what? I think we talked about that. See if we could find a government grant to help you
Yeah, yeah,
subsidize that.
that's right. That's the grant that we were talking about. Finding something. Yeah,
Okay. All
yeah.
right.
Thank you. Thank you
Let's.
for let me talk about that. Thank you.
Hey, no worries. Anytime. It says, Luis. Good evening, Oraldo. What's up? I'm here with my friend Lawrence.
Thank you so very much.
All right. Let's see. Live
Li-
and learn. Live,
Live
live
and
and
learn.
learn, buddy. Thank you, Alfredo. I always do. From Grupo Fijo. All right.
Fijo.
I said Fijo.
I know. I was saying
Okay.
it again too.
All right. Appreciate what you guys do, Steve.
Alvarez.
Alvarez, Texas
Texas
Latino.
Latino 30th anniversary.
Ah, cool.
These caps right now, you can get them at texaslatino.com.
That is a pretty cool cap.
That's right. It's a cool cap.
When did you get that? Did you get that from Vegas,
I got it
Steve?
in Vegas. I got it in Vegas. Yes, it's a special gift because the cap that I had bought, it was an exclusive cap, and he had allowed me to get it before anybody else.
Okay.
And I ran into a super fan, a Tejano, Texas Latino super fan, and I gave it to the
Yeah.
Tejano super fan because he was just going ape shit over it. I gave it to him,
Yes.
and then Sevi goes, "Hey, where'd you get that cap?" And he was just like, "There's this guy. He was so cool. He gave it to me, blah blah." And
And so he gave you another one.
he gave me another one. He's
Oh,
like,
that's
"Dude,
pretty cool.
I gave it to you not to be giving it away." And I was like, "But he's a super fan, so that's why I gave it to him." And then he's like, "Here, this one. This one's for
Yeah.
you. And you keep this one." So
Hey,
this is the one I keep for myself.
Lawrence, next year you're gonna have to remind me to buy merch at Vegas.
Yes.
I was so ticked off that I totally forgot to buy everybody's merch over there.
But we were busy, man. We were running around trying to
Yes.
get as much content as we could, man. It was hard pressed.
Man, it was. I totally forgot. I said, because when I thought about it, I said, "Oh, I'll get it later. I'll get it later." Just
Yeah,
totally
and we
forgot
were
about it.
running around everywhere, man. It was
Yeah,
it was busy this year for some reason. It was there. I think it
it's
wasn't.
not going to be as busy as next year, which is the 20th anniversary.
Yeah, the
So,
20th anniversary.
I
That's
mean,
right.
we're going to be even busier, but
I think
that's
so.
why that's why I need you to remind me to buy merch. I need to buy
Definitely.
merch the first day,
First day. Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
don't forget.
Thank you
Okay.
for hanging out, Steve. Man, I really appreciate you, man. You rock, bro. You're an awesome person, an awesome guitarist, man, and an awesome showman. You're really awesome, bro.
Okay. Let's see.
Tejano
TDK
Dance Kid,
looks better.
TDK.
Wait, are you reading faster than me?
No, I just
Oh,
see
okay.
it.
Okay,
TDK,
looks
that's what it
better
is.
and sounds better. Oh, you're saying I look better and I sound better than Ricky Martin. Okay, thank you.
Not
I
better
think that's
than
what he
Ricky
meant,
Martin.
right?
No,
That's what he said.
no,
Okay.
I don't think that's what he said.
Let's see. Mart says, haven't seen the flyer for that show. Which
For
which show are you referring to?
probably Isabel Maria. I put it up earlier today,
Yeah,
so
I saw it
swing by.
today.
Yeah, it's there.
It's this Thursday at what time?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. And your other shows is on Mondays at 8 p.m., right?
Right.
Okay. Say hi to Hilda. And the Barbie
That
chick.
Barbie chick,
That Barbie
Patricia.
chick.
Patricia
All
Vargas.
right. Let's see. Tejano music is definitely fun. Love it. Very good.
Yes, definitely, brother.
Okay. It's a title.
Tidal is the streaming platform.
Oh,
It's like Spotify, but I mean, there's really no difference aside from the fact that they pay the artist more than Spotify.
okay.
So
There's also
your memberships, they have a free membership as well. They have the same low membership. The paid membership, the $9 membership, you get the what's called 256K resolution on your music. So then the sound quality is amped a little bit. You get access to more kinds of music and videos, I believe, and so it is good. I like to use it because also if you're a DJ like myself, and you're playing, you can also link to that one and actually play music off of it. Unlike Spotify, you can only on certain songs. You can't do it for every song, but with Tidal, you can do it with almost all of them. So yeah,
okay.
it definitely a lot of stuff that you can do with it.
Well, we're gonna have to put somebody on probation, Lawrence.
Why?
Look what he said. Both y'all Spanish is pretty bad.
It's true.
It's true, but at least we try.
No, no, no. I was trying to mess you up, and y'all guys didn't even help him out, guys. What happened?
Okay, it's cantamos. I pronounce the word right. I pronounce the word right for both the. Okay,
Thank you for that, fool.
cantamos. It's cantamos. I pronounced it right. All right, I agree, but he is a coconut. Hey, I always said I was a coconut. They used to always call me a coconut back there. Duets. So is Lawrence. Okay. Uh, oh, Izzy is in several videos.
So are
Uh,
you, TDK?
yeah. Which videos? What other videos is she on? I know she's a dancer and a back. I think maybe backup vocals for Grupo Presión. I think that's the name of it. I think I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't remember. I thought
Okay,
she was from Grand Prairie.
okay, maybe she is. I thought she was from Fort Worth. She could be from Grand Prairie. I know
No, I think she was talking about
Monica.
Monica. Monica
Okay,
was from Grand Prairie.
okay, she is. I thought you were talking about Izzy. Let's see. Who else? Luis says, did y'all like Monica Sala's new song? Yes. And again, Izzy's on that music video. I really liked it.
I like it. I wish it had more. It sounds a little hollow, like there wasn't enough instrument in it. Sometimes you want more. Because if you really listen to it, the aside from the guitar and the kick drum, you hear the accordion come in and out, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, Alfredo said they've been around for a while. Is he talking about Las
Las Phoenix,
Phoenix?
Las
Okay.
Phoenix, yeah,
And they're norteño? Okay.
yes,
Is he joking? Who is Las Phoenix?
yeah,
Okay. It's not Tejano, buddy. Okay. It had a little Tejano flavor to me when I saw the video.
yeah,
And they're from Houston. Okay. I thought they were from Houston.
yeah.
I don't know why I said Houston. It just felt like they were from Houston. I don't know. I don't know if that quantifies. All right. It's Alfredo. You know more than Ricky. You should
You should
have.
have your own show.
Ricky.
She bangs, and she moves, she moves.
Okay. Okay. I guess I get enough of this from Devo. Thanks
No,
for
I didn't say it.
okay. Now these guys are out here. They're giving me shit like Devo does. They're not that. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Let's skip over these guys. I'm gonna go. Let's see. Oh wait, it's all of them right there. Sorry, guys. What does it say? Sorry, guys. Nemo was not there in the stream. Okay. Let's see, Alfredo. That's why you read the comments as they are posted, buddy, like Lawrence does on his show.
So you can keep up.
You know what? It was nice having you, Lawrence. I
Oh,
think
come
that is okay.
on! By the
This
way,
is it.
we have to mention this. Alice is going to be performing for Mexican Heritage Day at her school with her accordion
Oh wait, I missed that
player
one.
Trey. He is also 12 years old. Thank
Okay.
you for sharing, and that's
Oh,
important.
that's cool. Yes, that's important, and we're gonna leave with that. All right.
Mhm.
Okay. I want to thank you, Lawrence, for being on the show, and
Sure,
hopefully
not a
next
problem.
week. Hopefully next week we don't get another. Well, Ladez was not Ladez. I'm sorry. El Gallo Dez was supposed to be here this week, but unfortunately he had to go to a funeral in
Well,
California. But
that's understandable,
yeah,
and condolences to his family, and
and Nemo had a rosary to go to. He didn't share what who the rosary was for, but condolences for his friend or his family member that he has to do the rosary with. But next week, hopefully, I still have to confirm it, but hopefully we'll have Rebecca Valadez on the show. I,
she's an awesome person. I love her conversation. She's very funny. She's a
she's very funny. Yes,
beautiful person inside and out.
beautiful voice
Please,
too.
yeah, please tell her tell her I said hi from me, from the
Okay,
Cubo Radio crew. I miss her.
okay.
You
We
know,
still have to confirm with her, but I'm hoping she'll
do you want
contact
me
me
to
again.
call her?
Please, since you've got her phone number. You know what? I think I did have her phone number, but I've got a pile of cards this big, and even Elizabeth, Elisa Marie, Eliza, Isabel Marie, Elisa Marie,
That's why she doesn't
Isabel.
answer you, bro.
No, no, no. Like she watches the show. Okay,
No.
don't give me that much credit. She's not gonna. Okay, I hope she does. I hope she
Hey, can I
watches it.
speak with Alexis Marie?
No.
Janet Lee, the singer.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's so nice to have you, Lawrence, and everybody subscribe to his
Hey, everybody.
channels,
Thanks a
Facebook.
lot, guys, for joining us, man. I really do
Yes.
appreciate y'all guys. And, level up together. The only way we can do it is together, right?
All right.
Be good to
I'm
each other, man.
Okay, thanks. I'm your host, Oraldo, for It's Tejano Time, and
I'm DJ Indio with Cuval Radio.
you've been listening, watching to Tejano Talk.
Tejano Talk.
All
Because
right.
Tejanos were talking. Hey, you know
Can't,
what? I didn't wear my guijole the whole time.
you know what?
Guijole.
I thought something was missing.
I had it in my hand the whole time. I was just like, it
Okay.
was bugging me. I was just like, I need to put it on. There's no video to play or anything else. So I was just like,
Okay. Well, I'll talk to you tomorrow because we have
our
a
Wednesday meeting.
Wednesday meeting. All right. And broadcast.